Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the wild world of NFL contracts. And no, it's not another quarterback showdown. We're talking about none other than Brock Purdy, the 49ers' star QB who could be on the verge of securing the largest raise in NFL history. Yeah, you heard that right. This guy's about to get paid big time. Now, let's set the stage. Brock Purdy, the last pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, has been one of the most surprising and exciting players of the season. From third-string backup to Pro Bowler, this guy's story is straight-up movie material. However, as his rookie contract nears its end in 2025, the 49ers need to make some tough decisions about his future. Currently, he's set to make just $1.1 million next year. Which, let's be honest, is a steal for a QB of his caliber. But here's the thing. Purdy wants more. And who can blame him? He's been balling out and is eyeing a chunk of that QB money pie that other players like Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, and Dak Prescott have recently gobbled up. As we speak, Prescott's $60 million a year contract is still the highest in NFL history. So you can imagine Purdy's eyes getting a little wide looking at those numbers. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows for Purdy's extension talks. With a Super Bowl 54 appearance under his belt, the 49ers' season this year hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Some slumps in performance, injuries, including a troublesome right elbow, and the underwhelming results of some of the recently extended QBs have put a bit of a wrinkle in Purdy's negotiations. Take Lawrence, for instance. He's not exactly living up to the hype after signing his $55 million per year deal. And Tagovailoa's concussion history is a real concern. Now, let's add another layer to the drama: the 49ers' team-building philosophy. As former Texans executive Jack Easterby points out, the 49ers might not feel the need to reset the market with Purdy. Their roster is already stacked, so they could be willing to go with a cheaper option like Sam Darnold, who's having a Pro Bowl year with the Minnesota Vikings. But Purdy's leverage? Oh, it's real. He's been one of the top performers in QBR ratings. And let's not forget about that epic Monday Night Football game against Detroit where he made history with 15 games of 2+ passing touchdowns and a passer rating of over 115. That's some serious firepower. If the 49ers don't lock him down soon, Purdy could ask for big bucks. We're talking top dollar. Maybe even more than $50 million per year. The question now is, will Purdy take a team-friendly deal to help the 49ers retain other key players? Or will he push for a record-setting contract that matches his rise? With $50 million plus deals becoming the new normal, the 49ers will have to decide if they want to pay the man or roll the dice on someone else. So, what do you think? Will Purdy stay in San Francisco or break the bank elsewhere? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow football fans. Catch you in the next one. Travis Kelce just earned himself a fine from the NFL. But for a pretty legendary reason. During the Kansas City Chiefs' 29-10 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Christmas Day, Kelce caught his 77th career touchdown, which not only helped seal the win but also pushed him past Tony Gonzalez to become the franchise leader in receiving touchdowns. To honor Gonzalez, the Hall of Fame tight end, Kelce decided to pay tribute by executing a move that's become iconic in the NFL: the touchdown dunk through the goalposts. It's a gesture Gonzalez made famous during his own playing days, and Kelce gave it his best shot, acknowledging afterward that he may not have nailed it quite as smoothly as the legend himself. Showing Tony some love and paying a big tribute to who he's been, not only to this organization but to football as a whole, Kelce said after the game. But of course, the NFL has rules when it comes to touchdown celebrations, especially when it involves using props. In this case, the dunk was deemed unsportsmanlike conduct by the league, resulting in a fine of $14.069. And, as is often the case in the NFL, celebrations that break the rules come with a penalty and, as it turns out, a financial hit. Kelce's fine falls in line with other instances this season, including Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams, who was fined for a similar celebration earlier this year. But here's the fun twist: Tony Gonzalez, who Kelce was honoring, actually offered to pay the fine. Back in November, Ahead of the Chiefs game against the Las Vegas Raiders, Gonzalez was asked about Kelce potentially breaking his record. "I'm so happy for him," Gonzalez said on the NFL on Prime Video pregame show. "He's one of the best tight ends to ever do it." And in a move that showed just how cool Gonzalez is, he added, "If he dunks it, after the record-breaking touchdown, I will pay that fine." After Kelce's touchdown and the subsequent fine, Gonzalez kept his word. He took to X, formerly Twitter, to congratulate Kelce and compliment him on the dunk. And Kelce responded with a reminder of Gonzalez's promise to cover the fine. Now, while $14,000 might sound like a lot of money, especially for a touchdown celebration, it's not all going into the NFL's pocket. According to the NFL collective bargaining agreement, 50% of fine money is directed to the Players' Assistance Trust, which helps care for retired players. The rest of it goes to charitable organizations jointly chosen by the NFL and the NFLPA. So, while Kelce might not be thrilled about the fine, at least it's going to a good cause. Welcome back, everyone. Big news is brewing in Chicago, and no, it's not just about their season finale against the Green Bay Packers. We're talking about a head coach search that could make or break the Bears' future. And guess what? A new name has emerged out of nowhere to join the list of potential candidates. The Bears have been actively exploring head coach options after a disappointing season. And plenty of familiar names have been tossed around, from Mike Vrabel and Ben Johnson to Minnesota's Brian Flores and Washington's Cliff Kingsbury. The list has been stacked with high-profile candidates. But wait, here comes a new, under-the-radar contender: Miami Dolphins defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver. Now, who exactly is Anthony Weaver? Well, Weaver is no stranger to coaching success. He's got a stellar resume, having previously worked with the Buffalo Bills, Cleveland Browns, Houston Texans, and Baltimore Ravens. Currently, he's leading one of the most impressive defensive units in the NFL, with the Dolphins ranked third in total defense. That's right, third, a feat they haven't achieved in 22 years. Weaver's leadership style is getting rave reviews, too. Sources from his time with the Ravens and Dolphins describe him as a high-energy, emotionally intelligent coach who holds his players accountable. The Bears, in particular, have been doing their homework on him, as he seems to fit their desire for a leader of men. Before his current role with the Dolphins, Weaver spent time as a defensive line coach and run game coordinator. He even interviewed for the Washington Commanders' head coach position last year, making it to the final rounds. This guy's got the credentials, the energy, and the respect of his players. Could he be the next big thing for the Bears? As the search continues, it looks like Weaver might just be a surprise candidate on their radar. But what do you think? Could he be the guy to turn things around for the Bears? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow football fans. Catch you in the next one. As the Chicago Bears brace for yet another coaching search, the question on everyone's mind is, what do the players want from their next head coach? Veteran tight end Cole Kmet, who has experienced more than his fair share of losses in Chicago, shared some thoughts that could define the direction for the team moving forward. Kmet made it clear that what the Bears need most is a culture shift. He believes that management should look for a coach who can raise the bar within Hall's Hall and instill a standard that no one is allowed to deviate from. It's about command over the locker room, Kmet said, adding that the coach should set a clear line, find the players who will uphold it, and expect no exceptions. For Kmet, winning is paramount, and he stresses that it should be about winning at all costs, no more moral victories or silver linings after tough losses. And while some might focus on finding the hot name, Kmet is less concerned about whether the next coach is an offensive or defensive mastermind. His primary concern is finding someone who knows how to establish a winning culture where every player is held accountable. This sentiment is echoed by fellow captains like safety Kevin Byard, who emphasized that a great head coach is like the CEO of the team. Byard believes that a successful coach should focus not just on the scheme, but also on ensuring that no small mistake goes unchecked. The recurring theme from Bears players is accountability. Cornerback Kyler Gordon highlighted the need for personal accountability, where every player knows their role and is expected to do their job without second-guessing. There should be no gray area, Gordon said, adding that discipline and consistent behavior are essential for a team to thrive. As the Bears embark on their 5th coaching search since 2011, the message is clear from the players. They need someone who will establish clear expectations and demand the highest standards of discipline and performance. The next coach must not only focus on strategy but also foster a culture where accountability is the cornerstone of everything the team does. This search has been long overdue. And if the Bears leadership takes these player insights to heart, they could finally turn the page toward a more promising future. Let's hope the right leader steps in to meet these demands and lead the Bears to success in 2025 and beyond. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we've got a juicy story that's more dramatic than a reality show. Meet Jermaine Burton, the Cincinnati Bengals rookie wide receiver. He's already facing some major drama off the field. And it's not pretty. So here's the scoop. Burton, the former Alabama standout, was left behind for the Bengals' big game against the Steelers. Head coach Zach Taylor decided to leave Burton out of the trip, but didn't explain why. Maybe it was a personal issue? Maybe he missed the team bus? Who knows? But here's where it gets even more interesting. Burton is also facing an eviction. Yep, you heard me right. He's dealing with not just football drama, but legal drama too. According to court documents, Burton got an eviction notice on Christmas Eve. Why? Because he allegedly didn't pay his rent for his Freedom Way apartment. And get this, he's not just getting booted out. The landlord is also asking for over $2,500 in unpaid rent. On top of that, Burton is facing a fine of $75 per day he doesn't vacate the apartment. Ouch. But the plot thickens even more, apparently. There's some damage to the apartment. The landlord is asking for an additional $10 to cover repairs. What did Burton do in there? Host a WWE match? We'll never know. Now, Burton's got a court date on January 24th to figure out how to deal with all of this. His first year in the NFL is definitely off to a wild start. If you enjoyed this crazy story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share the video. You definitely don't want to miss the next episode of this drama. See you in the next one.